The divorce papers were still warm when I signed them. Her hand shook. Mine didn't. She expected anger, shouting, maybe even begging. What she saw instead was silence, because my rage burned too clean for chaos. This moment, her staring at me across the table like I was a stranger, had been set in motion months ago. And it began with a phone call. I was lying in the ER, neck in a brace, blood crusted on my cheek. The air smelled like antiseptic and burnt coffee. The nurse handed me my phone. Call someone to take you home. So I called my wife. She picked up on the second ring. Her voice? Distracted. What's wrong? I was in a car accident. I'm at the hospital. I need a ride. Silence. Too long. Then a sigh. Sorry, I'm at lunch with my best friend. Can't just leave. Nat, are you okay? Not, I'm on my way. Just lunch. I stared at the ceiling tiles, counting the tiny holes, holding my voice steady. Okay, I said. Hung up. And in that moment, I wasn't surprised. The signs had been gathering for months. Long lunches, secretive texts, laughter meant for someone else. But that sorry, that was the final piece of the puzzle. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives people time to prepare. I wanted her unprepared. So I called over the officer standing nearby, an old college friend. I gave him the name of the restaurant, gave him her name, told him the truth I'd been carrying. He studied me. You sure about this? I'm sure. We pulled up to the restaurant. Through the window, I saw her, leaning in close, hand inches from his. My friend walked inside, approached the table. Ma'am, we need to talk. It's about your husband's accident. Her fork clinked against the plate. She froze. Outside, she scanned the street for an ambulance that wasn't there. And then she saw me, leaning against a cruiser, discharge papers in my pocket. Her lips parted. How? Don't worry, I said. You'll have plenty of time to explain. But not to me. That was the day the marriage died. Not in a fight, not in tears, but in a single word. Okay, that night, I didn't go home. Didn't text. Didn't answer hers. Silence is as sharp as blade. Cuts clean. Leaves them bleeding without realizing it. While she slept in denial, I moved. The joint savings? Mostly mine. Emptied in one transfer. The house? Bought before the marriage. In my name only. She never read the fine print. Her beloved car? Leased under me. One phone call and it was gone. I wasn't just taking assets. I was taking illusions. For a week, I let her think it was just a rough patch. She texted, "Where are you? We should talk." I stayed silent. Then the letters went out. The first, divorce petition. The second, asset transfers. The third, screenshots of every message with him, pulled from our cloud backup she forgot existed. I imagine her opening them one by one. Shock, denial, fear. That's betrayal. Thinking you're holding the gun until you realize it's aimed at you. When we finally met again, it was in my lawyer's office. She wore the same perfume from our wedding day. A trick, a lure back to the past. "So that's it?" she asked. "You're throwing everything away over lunch?" "No," I said. "I'm throwing you away over everything that came before lunch." Lunch was just dessert. She skimmed the papers. First fast, then slower. By page 2, she knew what she'd lost. By page 3, she knew she couldn't stop it. "You can't just..." "I can," I said. "And I did." Her friend? I never threatened him. Didn't have to. A few screenshots sent to his on-again girlfriend, and suddenly he had bigger problems. 2 weeks later, the eviction notice took effect. Her things boxed on the porch. On top, a framed wedding photo. Face down. Sometimes silence needs a visual aid. When the divorce finalized, she waited for me outside. Makeup flawless. Voice cracked. Was it worth it? Absolutely. She blinked, searching for hesitation. There wasn't any. "You're making a mistake," she said. "No," I told her. "The mistake was trusting you. Everything after that was correction." Some people think closure is a conversation. It isn't. Closure is the door closing, and knowing it will never open again. And that lunch she had with her best friend, That's all it will ever be remembered as. The last meal before she lost everything. Outro for video. If you felt that, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves stories that cut sharp and clean.